Hello, this is Ubuntu Gicha. In the previous session, I managed the Vim configuration as an integrated Git repository, but in practice, I were only managing the Vim packages. This time, I will use Vimmy to perform actual integrated management, including syntax and other elements. In the previous session, I added various Vim packages. Vimmy can manage not only Vim packages but also the entire .vim directory as a Git repository. Therefore, Vimmy allows you to manage the .vimrc file as well by setting it as a symbolic link to files managed within the .vim directory. Let's open the .bashrc file. I added various Vim packages, and while they are reflected, the current state is somewhat unrefined. Configuration is required for the added Vim packages. Vim configuration can be done in the .vimrc file. You can edit the .vimrc file by running Vimmy vimarc or by typing Vimmy with a capital V. Due to time constraints, instead of writing it myself, I will copy the settings for .vimrc from the Ubuntu Gicha website. The copied settings are covered in detail in separate videos related to Vim. When running the Vim editor with sudo, the .vimrc file under the root account's home directory is used. Vimmy is configured so that the .vimrc file under the login account's home directory serves as a symbolic link to the root account's .vimrc file. I will reopen the .bashrc file. Now, it runs more elegantly, with packages running harmoniously. I will use Vimmy to manage not only .vimrc and Vim packages, but also syntax settings. File type syntax related directories are not a single directory, but multiple directories. I will treat the after directory as if it were a file type syntax management directory. In other words, I will gather and manage file type syntax settings within the after directory. All settings under the .vim directory can be moved to the after directory. This is because the settings under the .vim directory are applied first, and then the settings under the .vim/after directory are ultimately overwritten and applied. I prefer to leave only the pax directory and the after directory under the .vim directory, using them as directories for package management and file type syntax management, respectively. The Vim editor does not support Pug template syntax by default. The old name for Pug HTML templates was Jade. Due to licensing issues, Jade was changed to the current Pug. I will download the compressed file for Jade syntax uploaded to vim.org using wget. I will unzip the downloaded zip file. Once unzipped, several directories will be extracted. I will remove the downloaded zip file. I will also download the Vim file for Nginx syntax from the vim.org site using wget. I will download it as an nginx.com Vim file under the syntax directory. I will perform file type syntax work on the filetype.vim file. The extensions of the Nginx configuration files are not specified. I will configure the auto command group for Nginx. I will configure all files under the /etc/nginx directory to apply Nginx syntax. Since the buffer files used to write queries in MariaDB and Oracle's CLI query execution tools do not have the SQL extension, I will configure them to apply SQL syntax based on their directory location as well. Having previously installed Jade-related syntax, I will configure Pug to apply the same syntax as Jade. I have configured file type syntax settings in the after directory under the .vim directory and set it up so that these can also be managed integratedly via Git. I will check the status of the Vim configuration using Vimmy s. I will reflect the added and modified files in the Git repository. Now, .vimrc, Vim packages, and syntax settings are all integrated and managed within the Git repository. I will restore the initial state of the environment, just as it would be if Vim were installed without any configuration. By running Vimmy init or Vimmy I, you can clone the integrated Vim packages and configuration exactly as they are from the Git repository. This time I will clone from a Git repository that has been in use for some time. Thanks to Vimmy, it is now possible to quickly and easily recreate the previous Vim configuration exactly as it was. Thank you for watching.